Good morning, boys and girls. Today what we're going to do is we are going to find in your packet a shape that looks like this, a white piece of paper, and then a large hot pink piece of paper. They're the only three pieces of paper you'll find in your packet, but you also need, in addition to that, at home you need watercolors and the brush. And then you need water and a cup, and just a variety of different colors of crowns. So just a bunch of crowns. That's what you need to get started for today's project. Today we're going to be working with the ABCs, the alphabet. So as you can see on this piece of white paper, I wrote down A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So these are all letters of the alphabet. I gave everyone one letter, and we're going to try to figure out which letter this looks like. What does this look like? Shaped, straight line, and a curve. So let's go through the alphabet. Is it an A? Is it a B? Is it a C? Is it a D? Is it an E? F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Does it look like an L? Yeah, it's an L. Straight line and then another line. So straight line and another line. It's the letter L. So we're going to take the L today and we're going to just lay it on the paper. And choose a color that you want to do. I'm going to use black, and I'm going to use this L to trace around. So I'm going to trace around the letter L, and we're going to say that letter over and over again. Because what letter is it? Yes, you're right, it's an L. So we're going to trace around. So what I'm doing is tracing around that piece of paper I gave you on the white one. And then when we pick it up, look, you made a letter L. So we're going to make an abstract letter piece. So now I'm going to keep on changing where I place this letter and continue to trace around the letter. You're just tracing around. And then maybe I want to put another one here. Let's say I put one here. See how we're starting to get a cool design here? Make sure you trace over and around the paper, and then you keep on moving that stencil around. That way then we can continue to use that same stencil for all of our L shapes. Let's see. How did we do? Looks great. So how many L's do I have on my paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 L's. And as you can see, this looks a little abstracted. And we're going to continue to abstract our painting a little bit. So what I want you to do is inside the L's, you're going to pick something, either a circle or a line. And we're going to put some lines on the L's back and forth with that same color that you chose to outline in. I'm going to go straight aside for this one. So first step is to stencil the L's. The second step is to draw the lines. Let's say this one I'm just going to put lines in different spots, less of them. There we are. So the second step, we fill in those lines. And then next what we're going to do is we are going to do watercolor. So we've done watercolor before, but we're going to go ahead and do that again. And we are going to watercolor the outside of the L's. So you take your brush, you dip it into the water, and then you dip it into some color. This time you can use any color you like other than the color that you used to stencil with. So I'm gonna start with blue. I'm gonna do a little bit of blue here, and then I'm gonna go into purple. I'm gonna go around the shape of, what letter is that? L. I'm gonna go around that shape. Okay, so you're gonna choose like 2 colors to do around. And you wanna choose 2 colors that are next to each other on, in your, so I'm choosing purple and I'm choosing blue. So purple and blue, they're next to each other. They're the 2 colors I'm choosing. You can choose any 2 colors that are next to each other. So if I wanted to do green, I could choose green, but I have to choose yellow or blue. So 2 colors that are next to each other. Okay. Okay, so your paper should look like this when you're finished watercoloring all around all of the L's, right? So then it looks like this. It's a bit on the abstract side. Then what I want you to do is we're gonna flip this over, and you are going to need some Elmer's glue. After it's dried, you want to flip it over and you want to put Elmer's glue on the back, just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue this to a background piece of paper. So then you're finished with that. Make sure you shut the cap so it doesn't dry out. And then we are going to center it on the pink paper, and then we're gonna pat, 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 pat. Again, pat, 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 pat. So today we did this project, and it is what letter again? We did the project with the letter L. So now we have our abstract art piece. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Have a good day.